Good midday to you on this Saturday. This weather video is driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota, Twin Cities Subaru, and 802 Honda. They're all located off of exit 7 on Interstate 89. We're looking at current conditions on this Saturday morning, almost noontime. We have an area of higher pressure extending back, and this is going to bring us a dry project weather day the rest of Saturday. Precipitation is going to try to make a run at us. It looks like it does get toward the Champlain Valley, not until fairly late in the day or more like during the evening hours. Much of this precipitation here is going to be developing into some stronger, heavier shower and thunderstorm activity that's going to be stretched and off to the north and west of our region. But this main impulse looks like it's going to be to the north of us. This area here in western Pennsylvania, there has been some thunderstorms early on this morning, and these will be powering up and then pushing into central portions of New York, and then falling apart as they head toward Vermont later on overnight tonight. I am anticipating some showers, but very little in the way of thunderstorm activity making it into Vermont until after midnight tonight. For utilities, a busier weather pattern ahead, but limited to little utility impacts anticipated. There'll be some channeling southerly Champlain Valley winds, mostly affecting the Champlain Islands area, where wind gusts could approach 40 miles per hour later on this evening and into the overnight for a short period of time. Some embedded thunderstorms with lightning, the main concern for Sunday and possibly into Monday. Again, the best project weather the rest of today, Saturday, and again on Thursday, but that is kind of a shoehorn fit. Now, temperatures through this period through next Friday will be seasonable to slightly above normal, but no heat indices are indicated. Tropics are active, but no threats this period anticipated. You're looking at total accumulated precipitation from the Weather Prediction Center, 7-day total here. And we're running about 1.5 inches here, about 1 inch here, 1.5 inches here with the stronger jet stream-induced thunderstorm activity that's going to be to the north and west of our region. Things will be popping pretty strong in this particular area later on today, but this will not get into Vermont. Looking at the 06Z JETS ensemble, the GFS ensemble forecast, you can see precipitation later on today and really overnight tonight and lasting into Sunday and a little bit into Monday. A drier period anticipated and then a little bit more showers, but nothing of any great consequences. It looks like the latest models have kind of backed off on heavier precipitation, as that's going to be to the north and west of our region, and then also probably south and east of our region. Again, this is centered on Burlington, Vermont. Okay, quick look at the 6-hour panels here using the European model. And you can see that heavier streak of precipitation. Again, this is valid late today, so looks like southeastern Ontario and into portions of Quebec are going to really be under the gun for some heavier precipitation. But as it moves into Vermont, you can see that precipitation a little bit over 4/10 of an inch, and then it kind of falls apart. This is valid about 2 o'clock tomorrow Sunday, and it really doesn't show anything of any great extent. However, late in the day, things do begin to power up, and it looks like a second round of convective thunderstorm activity to the south and east of our region. This would be valid during Sunday night. So basically, as we get into Monday, things move off, and really not anticipating anything major, but something we'll have to watch in terms of convection. Instability patterns actually increase during the period into Monday and then decrease thereafter. Precipitable water as well moves on out of the region. So a little bit of an unsettled weather pattern here, and you can see that by late in the day on Wednesday, rather late in the day on Tuesday and into Tuesday night, we finally see a little bit better conditions, but it's going to be a close call. A lot of thickness packing here, meaning it's pretty cold here. Again, this is cold enough to snow, 5,400 meter thicknesses in the blue dash lines, but it does show you a cooler air and then an area of higher pressure pretty much working in. So the way it lays out right now, we do have another weather system with kind of a warm frontal boundary right here, and this is valid again along about 2 o'clock on Friday afternoon to end this work period. This, by the way, is a separate tropical cyclone, probably Carl. Looking ahead at temperatures over the next 5 days, these are maximum high temperatures for the period for the next 5 days. And you can see we're running about 6 to 9 degrees above normal for this time of the year. What about 3 days later? Still very similar. Looking at temperature profiles, the meteogram here shows highs basically in the 70s over the next really 3 days, and even the fourth day into Tuesday, and then temperatures begin to shift down just a little bit cooler into the 60s as we get later in the week, but no extremes indicated. This pretty much says it all. The dew point temperature indicated up around 65 degrees. That would be valid on Sunday. That's when we'll have the biggest CAPES, or convective available potential energy, or instability for thunderstorms. A little bit of a drop off during the overnight period, second uptick, and then gradually waning. So the tropics are active. We have Julia, really tropical depression, and winds sustained at about 30 miles per hour currently. This is Carl, also a tropical storm, winds up around 45 miles per hour, expected to probably increase, although it's being sheared. And we have the next disturbance coming off the West African coast, long ways out, but this is expected to develop and could be something we'll be seeing well around the corner. So the remains of what is tropical depression Julia is just about here this morning. And it is forecast by some models to come closer to the South Carolina and North Carolina coast, but it's just going to sit and spin and pretty much die out, or take a track out to sea and recurve out to the north and east. Intensity forecast for Julia shows indications of here right now, and just about any, looks like either staying the same, maybe decreasing a little bit. Some plumes here have it increasing, but I don't think there's much to worry about. So in the upcoming biggest concern, again, a sub-alert will be issued, and this is a severe weather probability for a severe thunderstorm, and again, this would be valid during the afternoon, about 21Z, or about 5 o'clock in the evening on Sunday. The SREF model has been fairly robust on this idea, with the other models not quite as strong. So something we're going to have to watch. A sub-alert will be issued for tomorrow Sunday. A sub-alert will be issued either later on today or more like during the evening hours. That's it from here, Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights.